Greetings, Marsh here, and welcome to episode 94 of my modded Factorio playthrough. Enjoy. Finally back to something familiar. Something I've actually constructed. It's a weird feeling to be driving around in the wilderness of Biter Planet without any sight of anything you've ever built in the entire playthrough up until this point. All 44 hours of it. It's weird. But, I mean, when you think about it, that was about as efficiently as we possibly could have scouted. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have done the math right here. And we'll only have to leave one more time and do another circle to build. No more return trips. It'll just be one trip out there. I can hope, right? Whoa. I probably have like a ton of ammo now. Chugging away. Might as well stop here, so... How are we doing on the ammo? Pretty good. Okay. So first step here is we need to calculate how much of everything we need. How many patterns. So let me get a spare piece of paper. Okay. So first we're going to go around and calculate how many wall sections we need. We just add up the first number. So 1, 5, 12, 15, 17, 20, 23, 28. So we need 28 sections. It's kind of nice I put the writing there so I know this is the point to start. So how many gates? Obviously it's just one on each one, so we just need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 gates. And then how many powers? 1, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 powers. Okay. So from there, we can calculate how much of each thing we need. Each wall section needs 252 ammo. So 252 times 28. So that is 7,056 ammo for the gates, or for the wall sections. And now we have 8 gates as well. And each gate uses approximately 200 ammo. So we need an additional 1,600. So we add all of that together. 7,056 plus 1,600 means we need 8,656 ammo. I don't even think that'll fit in one crate. But how much will fit in a crate anyway? It's 48 times 200. It will actually. 48 times 200 is 9,600. And actually, we're going to need extra ammo to kill all those biters' nests. And actually, we probably need more than an extra 1,000 of ammo. But I think it's pretty safe to just let this chest fill up all the way, which is going to give us 9,600. So that's 1,000 more than calculated. So I'm just going to throw everything in there. And one thing when doing these calculations is to make sure you've actually got all of your stuff in there. So it's kind of weird because we haven't done a circuit network on that, but all of our spare ammo, besides the ammo that's in the inventory, is in here. So this machine's just going to chug and get to what it needs to get to. So the next thing we need to calculate are bricks. We need 378 bricks per section. We have 28 sections. So that is 10,584. Whew. So let's get that set up. We want to get all of the time-consuming, takes forever things set up first, and then we'll worry about the couple of handcrafting we have to do at the end of it. So, let's see. Let's put, I don't know if we need a warehouse. How much is in a silo? How many slots? Does it say? Oh, 256. And a stack of these is 100. So that's plenty big for what we need. So let's make a silo. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to kind of explain that later. Let's do a circuit network. And when bricks are less than our giant number of 10,584, let's just say 11,000. Just so we're not one brick short. 11,000 bricks. Ooh boy. So now we consolidate our resources again, put all of the bricks in there so it doesn't produce. See how we have tons of bricks in here. There's no reason to not put that in there because otherwise we'd produce too many bricks. And might as well grab all this stone too and drop all that in there. So actually we're pretty close. We produce bricks very quickly. So that's good. Let's see, we're going to need robots and repair packs. We're going to hand build those, so I'm not really worried. Gates, radar, concrete. Okay. I think that's all of the automated stuff, surprisingly. We don't really need a whole lot of automated stuff. Oh, and wall sections. But to figure that out, see, what we've been calculating now are just the non-blueprint items that we're just going to build by hand. But now we need to calculate the blueprint items. Let's make sure that each one of these horizontal and vertical blueprints is the same. It is. Good, it should be. So usually I just go down the list from the thing that's the biggest that we need the most of to the thing that we need the least. So we have 28 sections. Although, let's do the power blueprints first because building accumulators and solar panels is a little slow. So let's figure these out. We need to build 16. So 16 times 38 is 608. So we need 608 accumulators. So we come down here, set this to 608, which is pretty small compared to what our factory has. If it has less than 608, do we have more? Oh, those are all shut, that's why. So if we can hover over here, yep, we have everything, and those are going to chug away. So mediums. 12 times 16. 192 mediums. These numbers are very small compared to what we did before. Shouldn't it be producing faster? Or is it loading? Okay, it was just loading out. Let's make sure. That'd be weird if it didn't have enough production. Make sure those inserters stop moving. Yeah, we do. Okay. Because we certainly built a bunch before. We'll do all the solar panels first. So 3 times 16 means 48 larges. And the smalls we need 2. So we need 32 smalls. Okay. And for medium power poles, well, we need power poles for both things, so let's see, 4 times 16. So we need, write that down, 64 power poles for the panels. And then we need 6 times 28. So that's 168 power poles for all of the wall sections, plus the 64 that we need for solar is 232. So let's get that fired up. Let's say power, wrong thing. Or is it called electric? Yes. Electric pole is less than 232. Okay, what else for the solar panel setup? Just lights. But we need lights for both things, so 2 times 16 is 32. Plus what we need for the walls. The walls need 3 times 28. So 84. Plus what we need for the solar panels is 116. Now, of course, we don't have to make exactly 116. We can just expand this to have enough of a slot, but we're being exact about it, so why not? And further construction projects are going to require fairly exact numbers anyway, so why not get to it? Okay. So that's chugging away. That is all of what we need for solar. So now we're back to the wall. So 108 times 28 is 3,024. Will that fit in a steel chest? I don't think so. Well, we'll do what we can. Let's see, where's the wall? There we go. 3,024. We actually need slightly less because some of this is going to be gates, but I'm not going to calculate that tiny little difference. Alright, let's put all of our existing walls in there. Alright, that's good. And we've got some of the old stone walls. We don't need those anymore. Belts. Lots of belts. 54 times 28 is 1,512. And we need almost an insignificant number of belts for the gates. So I think just what we have in our inventory is going to be enough for that. So I'm not really worried about that. It's like so far our factory's keeping up with production. See how quickly it produces a lot of that stuff? Okay. We need to put some new things right there and say it's less than 1,512. Will that fit? Yeah, it looks like it. And let that go. Alright, 6 inserters times 28 is 168 blue inserters. There we go. Let's see, probably should just grab everything in the truck that we're gonna... Usually, every time I start a construction project, I try to clear out the truck and also all of my inventory, just so I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, that's We need the radar. So we don't need that anymore. We might find ourselves producing a little too much of something, but... Oh, we're almost, like, just in time to be almost out of inserters, but I just put more in there, so not yet. Okay. What's next? We already calculated power poles, and we already calculated lights. And the rest of this stuff is handcrafted. So, let's get to handcrafting then, shall we? Again, yeah, it's all just stuff. So far we're keeping up, but it looks like we're running a little low on steel. And actually, before we get to handcrafting, steel is something that we could improve on. We're only producing 2 blast furnaces worth of steel, but technically our factory will support 3 because the ratio of steel furnace to... all the way up here. Of steel furnace to iron furnace is 1-to-1, basically. The ratio is a little bit different down here, but it's 1-to-1, so if we have 3 up there, technically we can have 3 here. And since we are... 3 would be kind of weird, so let's just put 4. So let's grab our necessary machines. Be nice to get rid of some of this extra stuff. Alright. Let's put 1 blast furnace here. I don't think I need to make a pattern for this. This is pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, we need to get plastic. What happened to all the plastic pipes? Must have used it for something. Alright, boom. Get them oriented correctly. They are. Let's extend this belt down. So we need 4 blue inserters going in. See now that a couple are going past this, so we're getting slightly more production than we would have otherwise. And then we need to have our induction furnace right there. And then the casting machines right here. Their orientation needs to be a little different, I believe. Well, no, that might be correct. Let's see. It's a little different because of how far out they're spaced. But I want to line it up with this belt rather than lining it up with the machine placement. So something like this. Regular, regular, near. We can probably get rid of some of these wooden poles here. There we go. Getting a little closer. We can put an underground here just to get better utilization on the belt. Really, every one of these setups should have this, just because of the old version of Factorio I'm running on. This is how you fix it. Let's see. That's how you get full belt compression. Okay, so not that it really matters, but if we rotate this like that, rotation is exactly the same. And we need a long-handed fuel inserter in the middle. There we go. See all those extras that weren't getting used, and now they are. Since I'm thinking about it, let's run around and upgrade every belt. It wasn't really a problem when we had 6 per second, but now that we have 9 with these improved machines, it'll help a little bit to have those underground belts in there, just to make sure we're maxing everything out. It's kind of annoying to do it on every one of these, especially when it's not particularly required, but it's just a little bit of future-proofing is kind of what I'm thinking here. Anytime I see a tiny error, I'm like, yeah, gotta fix it. If an improvement can be made, why not make it? Okay. I think that's all of our plate production. I'm not really concerned about anything else. Like, we're not making much, is that bronze? Or brass? Bronze. Brass is the better stuff. Okay, so see, we're making a little bit more now. Not a whole lot more because we're also consuming iron, but we've maxed it out. That's kind of the important thing. That's all the time we have for today, so I'll see you at the next episode. Thanks for watching.